Government is in the process of merging over a third of its departments and agencies to reduce expenditure. Last week, the legal team from Public Service, Justice and Constitutional Affairs, led by Minister Norbert Mao, the Attorney General's office led by Kiryowa Kiwanuka, met the Parliamentary Legal Committee to present the bills, including that intended to merge government entities. Among the bills presented included the Constitutional Amendment Bill of 2023, National Tribunal Bill 2023, and the Arbitration and Reconciliation Bill. Basing on Section 76(1) of the Public Management Act 2015, the committee halted the discussion of the bills for want of a certificate of financial implications.
There will be money to compensate people. There will be money to pay public carriers, to pay service providers. And they have brought a bill that does not say anything.
We have decided to adjourn Sindai until this particular matter is addressed.
A certificate of financial implications.
It is basically a confirmation that this is going to cost this much, and the government is prepared to raise or find that money. If you're amending the penal code and you're increasing penalties, the government must assure you that when you increase the penalties, the convicts with that offense will stay longer in prison, and therefore the government will be able to feed them.
To acquire a certificate of financial implications, the process compels an engagement with the line ministry.
To provide information to the Ministry of Finance, which information is to justify the issuance of a certificate of financial implications. What is the impact of that bill which you intend to have enacted on the economy? Should that private member fail to come up with the information needed, then the line ministry will take up that role.
The certificate focuses on expenditure towards the government, which can also affect the taxpayers' money.
And whether the government is prepared to implement that proposal bill. In fact, for a private member, you're not even allowed, you're barred from bringing a motion or a bill that will result into a charge on the consolidated fund, even if it is 1 shilling.
They will look at the budget, how much we have been spending on the two commissions, and how much we are likely to spend after the merger of the two.
Nevertheless, it's also crucial for the certificate of financial implications to be presented before passing and tabling any bill.
And enforcement is by enforcement agencies. It could also mean that you're creating an agency which will require employment of people, of personnel, and the people will have to be paid. Construction of buildings, payment of rent.
What will be the effect of that law on our economy when it comes to implementation, when it comes to earnings of our country?
On several occasions, Parliament has passed bills without a certificate of financial implications, including the 2017 Tojikwatako bill, which was presented to Parliament by Minister Raphael Magezi.
It can be passed, but illegally. It may be strange and irregular, can culminate into uncertainties to the citizens of this country. They don't know what is the impact of the law on the economy.
With the waiting bill to merge government entities, legal minds say government is likely to incur expenses if the law is not keenly implemented.
We must do it in an organized manner. The cost of doing things in a disorganized way that we are being tempted to do is going to be humongous on the taxpayer. There are those that have added value. Yes, and irrespective of the cost we are incurring, which are worth maintaining on our register.
Shall we earn from it? Shall we spend more as compared to earnings?
In merging over 30 government entities and departments, government will save over 1 trillion Ugandan shillings. Deborah Namamonde, Susan Nabugude, UBC News.